Hello, welcome back to the channel, and we're now into July, and I'm filming this on the 5th, and Sunak is about to resign, so we're about to have a new government here in the UK as well. So before I go on, please hit the subscribe button that you'll get to see my other videos or get notifications of when my videos come up, including this one here where I discuss ways that what will be our new Prime Minister, Keir Starmer, could still fulfil his green agenda without spending the 28 billion he's initially pledged and then rolled back on. You can also watch videos or see videos such as my latest podcast with Professor Andrew Barron, where we discuss the problems of implementing green tech and the difficulties going from academic research through to a actual commercial production of a device. So it's definitely worth having a watch. If you've got some time, check those out. Anyway, even though we will be having a new government in the UK, does that mean that our weather is going to improve? Because as we start looking at the June stats, it's been still a bit murky, like the rest of the year has been so far. So I will be making a video about the previous 6 months, the first 6 months of 2024, a full recap of that, because that should give some indication about what will happen for the rest of the year, assuming the year is symmetric, which it's not, but at least it'll give us a rough idea. Okay, so let's have a look at our generation. So here is the monthly generation graph. As you can see, it's a little bit all over the place, and as I say, disappointing, because we only generated 630 kilowatt hours in June. On some days we were up at the high points of just over 30 kilowatt hours, but you can see there's definitely a day where we're just less than 5 kilowatt hours. And also you can see that there's quite a few days where we're sort of middling at less than 20 kilowatt hours, and for June, which is the best month as we build up to that solstice, it's not as good as we were hoping. It's been damp, it's been cloudy, it's not great. However, the financial payback on our solar panels has been quite good. So just to remind you, I've got 12 Q-cell 385 watt panels on the roof, so that totals 4.65 kilowatt hours. They were installed 22 months ago in end of August 2022. They go down into a 5 kilowatt Solis inverter, and obviously the power then or energy goes to the house. But I've also got a 5 kilowatt hour pure drive battery. And as we look at the finances of this, I'm on Octopus and I'm on the Flux tariff. That's admittedly going to be changing in July because the price cap has come down. But the rates for June were, we had a low import rate of 3 hours during the middle of the night at 14.7p, a day rate of 24.5p, and a peak rate between 4 and 7 p.m. of 34p. We also export on that Flux tariff, and we only export during the day in the peak, which pays 15.08p during the day and 24.93p during that peak period in the evening. So if you notice, it's actually cheaper for us to import in the night than it is for us to than the money we get from exporting during the day. So that has defined our strategy. So in the night, during that cheap period, we top the battery up to 100%, and therefore we export more of the excess. So compared to when I first had the panels, when I was on a standard tariff with British Gas, my strategy has changed. So I've got more import now than I did, which I pay more for, but I get a lot more export. So it swings and roundabouts. So throughout June, we have used as a household, so there's two of us living in a 3-bedroom semi-detached house in Sketty, which is perfectly south-facing on top of a hill. We used 221 kilowatt hours. So we haven't got the heating on at the moment, but we've got gas central heating, we've got a gas hob, electric oven, and obviously we use electric for everything else. We've also got an air fryer which we use as well. So we've used, as I say, 221.1 kilowatt hours. So if we were just on the price cap, so if I didn't have the solar panels or the batteries and I was just having to stay on a standard tariff with a company on the price cap, which most of them are, that would have cost us £54.23. However, because of the way we import, we only spent £10.71. This is excluding standing charges. So we had £54 worth of electricity for £10.71, and that it was split in the month by, we've imported a total of 69.87 kilowatt hours. 65 of them, or 65.5 of them, or 94%, were done at that cheap period in the night, which cost us £9.64, and 4.37, 6.25%, or £1.07, were done at the daytime rate of the price cap of 24.5p. So if we were comparing back to how I used to do these videos when I was with British Gas, my monthly import would have been about £1.30ish or so. But that's just for comparison. However, we have exported quite a lot. So we have exported 513.62 kilowatt hours. So of that 530 of them were sent back to the grid. 400 of them were at the daytime rate, so that 15.08p. So that's generated us £60.45, and that was about 78% of our export. The other 112.76 kilowatt hours were exported during that higher paying time, and that was just under 22%, and that's generated an extra £28.11. So our total amount we've got from our seg from export is £88.56, which isn't too bad. So we can knock that off our total investment, which was about £8,500. So that's been the figures of the month, so it hasn't been too bad. So a total money in, which is our savings, so our savings were how much we would have had to send to a company. So as I say, we would have sent £54, we actually spent £10.70, so we've saved £43.50. We've also got that £88.57 coming in from seg. So add in those two numbers, the £43 and the £88, we come up with £132.08 saving for the month of June. As I say, I'm hoping that July will actually show some summer and also some August as well, and we can keep the high export and low import. But we'll see how things go on with that. And obviously for the next month our prices are going to change slightly, so the amount for import should be down slightly, just because the price cap has come down, so these figures will be slightly different for the next month, but I'll explain that then. And as I say, I'll do a full 6-month recap video as well. Anyway, thank you for watching. As I say, please hit that subscribe button. It's the easiest way to support the channel. You can also join my membership, which means you get videos like this early. And I'll see you in another video very soon.